Maseches Eruvin daf kuf. The Gemara is a shayla, if you have shroshi elon, the roots of a tree that's coming from more than 3 tfachim high to lower than 3 tfachim, is a mutter to mishtamish with it on Shabbos, or not. You say that since it's less than 3 tfachim, it's ka'aras smich, that's part of the ground, within 3 tfachim of the ground, is a mutter, or do you say since it comes from over 3 tfachim, it's aser? The Eglital is a kasha. Why shouldn't it be also, according to the Mandama that holds in Shabbos Daf Kuftan Dalid, that stodim is also, that means they have a side of a tree, they have put a peg into a tree, the same way it's also to mishtamish with the tree itself, it's also to mishtamish with the peg. So this root that comes down lower than 3 tfachim should be also because of stodim. This is stodim of the root that's lamayl migimel. The same way the root that's higher than gimel is also, this should also be stodim of that root. To answer this kasha, it's mavur to say that it's cholok stodim and the root. Stodim, the pshat is, you have a tree that's also, and there's a nail or a hammock that's leaning directly on the tree, so it's tuffle to the tree. So the same way the tree is also to mishtamish, so who would in the nail and the hammock, which is tuffle to that tree, is also also. However, over here there's a root that was higher than 3 tfachim, and now the root continued less than 3 tfachim. It's a whole new area of the root. It's not a tuffle to the beginning of the root, it's a new entity. And this new entity, the Gemara is clearing, do you say it's Arak Smichto, or do you say it's part of the original root? Moving further on, the Gemara brings a machlokes. If you have karbonas mit matan dalid, matan aleph, that got mixed up, are you zorik matan dalid, and you oivim bal toisif, or you zorik matan echod, and oivim bal tigra. Toisif asks, why don't you say Eseh docheh say that the Eseh and the mitzvah of zrikas dam of the korban of matan dalid should be docheh, the loisase that you have mitzad the other korban of Bal Tosef. So to answer this kasha, there's ikar 2 shittas in Rishonim. Tosef says that the only time you say Eseh docheh say is only dumi the client, but sits is that there's no bipshia. However, over here, the only reason why you should say Eseh docheh say is because the two bloods got mixed together. So since it came through a bipshia that the two bloods got mixed together, so therefore you don't say Eseh docheh say. Ayin Tosef Eruvin parrots and the Rashba that say a similar nusach without a bipshia. They say only because an aseh, the me'ikid didn't have the aseh is to be docheh say. However, over here, you could have been mekayim the aseh without pushing away the loisa say. You don't say Eseh docheh say. Tosef Eruvin parrot says, and Rabbi Kveger in Kilin Hashas brings him a rik that brings from Bali Tosef that answers this kasha that you don't say Eseh docheh say because ein Eseh docheh loisase bimikdash. Since it's a loisase bimikdash, being zorik the dam, and you muzaf from Bal Tosef not to be zorik dam, it's considered ein Eseh docheh bimikdash. Tosef says maybe over here you don't say loisase bimikdash because it's not specifically on the mikdash. Bal Tosef it's a kloliistika iser. On that Tosef says, since it's a loisase in the mikdash, it's asking you to be zorik the dam. You say ein Eseh docheh loisase mikdash. On the mahalacha Tosef that since it's a pshi, you don't say Eseh docheh say. Kveger over here in Eksubas Daf Mem brings a kasha that why is it different than the lochi is a ma'anis as a isha. The Gemara Eksubas says a kasha by chayve lavin. If someone's ma'anis a chayve lavin, the Eseh of loisili isha should be docheh the lav. So Kveger asks, why do you say that since ein loch bipshia gadol mizu, that he was ma'anis a lady, so certainly it's a bipshia, so you say ein Eseh docheh say. Kveger says it's different, that over there, the Eseh only comes after the bipshia. And once you have an Eseh, the Eseh is mechayev you to be over the loisase. So you have an Eseh negative loisase. Mashenkin over here, this zrikas dam could have been done without a docheh b'chlal. So the Eseh is not a contradiction to the lav. It's only because of your bipshia. So in such a situation, you don't say Eseh docheh only because the bipshia after the Eseh was chal caused you to be docheh the taseh. On the mahalach of Rabbeinu Peretz, brought in Marik, the stipler over here asked a tremendous kasha. He says, why is Bal Tosef considered bimikdash like Tosef asked? Why is it different than some in the Gemara in Psachim Daf Pei Gimel that the Gemara asks ain't served from Kotchim beyond? If the Gemara says you should be the Eseh should be docheh taseh. The Eseh if it's Kotchim should be docheh taseh of Lisas Kam Malacha on Yontif. And the Gemara doesn't say that you don't say Eseh docheh taseh because ain't docheh taseh should be bimikdash. So why is it different? The lav of Isser Malacha on Yontif from the Isser Bal Tosef. They're both answering the avodah b'kotchim, but they're not specifically said on kotchim. On that, the stipler says a beautiful teretz. He says that Bal Tosef is different than the Isser Malacha on Yontif. Bal Tosef was said that you can't be moisef on every lav. It's a din in every lav in Eseh in the Torah that you can't add on to it. So it was stated legabe that Eseh should be bimikdash that you can't be moisef on it. So therefore, it's considered ein Eseh docheh taseh bimikdash. However, the Isser Malacha on Yontif has no specific halacha regarding to mikdash. Therefore, it's not considered ein Eseh docheh taseh bimikdash. Moving further, the Gemara compares the machlokes Tanoim when you have matan daled b'matan achas that got mixed up to the machlokes. If someone went on a tree on Shabbos, do you say that he should stay until then? The Shabbos is better for him to come down. And the Gemara says that according to bipshia, that says by matan domim, sheval taseh odif, and you're not zorik the 4 domim, who are then when you're on a tree on Shabbos, you say sheval taseh odif, and you don't come off the tree on Shabbos. Rabbi Chanan and Kovetz Aris is a tremendous kasha from this Gemara on. You saw this before in Tosefos in Nozir Daf Yud Zayin and Shvuos Daf Yud Zayin, and the Shaggis Ari is Meirich on the Yisoid that a Maisa that's done b'sheval taseh, since it in the situation that the Tchilas HaMaisa was done with the Kum V'aseh, even the sheval taseh later on has a halacha of Kum V'aseh. Tosefos in Nozir says regarding Shia B'tumah that even though Shia B'tumah is a sheval taseh, since it came from the Maisa of being metam, it has a halacha of a Maisa. So B'chanan asks, if that's the case, then how could the Gemara compare it to sheval taseh of not being zerek to dam? Not being zerek dam is 100% sheval taseh. Over here, since he went up on the tree, there was a kum v'aseh, so staying on the tree also has a din of kum v'aseh, according to this Yisoid in Tosefos and the Shaggis Aryeh. Ein Mishnah Melech in bimikdash is ma'arek with this Yisoid, the sheval taseh. It came through an aseh mikar has a din of kum v'aseh. The stipler in Nozir has a different explanation. Tosefos in Nozir that's not because of the original Maisa, the actual not coming out of the situation of Tumah is considered a Maisa. Perhaps you could answer this kasha according to the Yisoid of Bar Berman that you mentioned in the Shir on Daf Tzadivov in the Brachas Daf Lamed Beis, that it's 2 halachas in every Maisa. There's a Maisa mitzad the Gavra and there's a Maisa mitzad the Chefza. So that's muvur according to the Shaggis Aryeh in Tosefos, that a Maisa that was done through a Maisa Mikara has a halacha of a Maisa. It's only considered a Maisa mitzad the Chefza, but the Gavra is not considered he's doing a Maisa b'kum v'aseh, because now it's only sheval taseh. He's not getting out of the situation and only comes from the original Asiyah. So since there's no Maisa mitzad the Gavra, it's sheval taseh. Therefore, the Gemara over here compares it, the Gabi this, to the halacha of not being zorik the dam.